WNYathletics.com would like to thank today's sponsors. Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. Ready to sell your home? Visit howardhanna.com today. Howard Hanna. Home happens here. Western New York Immediate Care, with 4 convenient locations in the Buffalo area: Amherst, Buffalo, Depew, Lancaster, and Orchard Park. Western New York Immediate Care is now offering telemedicine services to provide you care anytime, anywhere. Visit WNY Immediate Care on-site or virtually at WNYimmediatecare.com. Logistics Plus Buffalo is your go-to resource for all your transportation needs. LP moves freight of all shapes and sizes all across the world. Call LP Buffalo today at 716-877-9653 or email buffalo@logisticsplus.com. AdPro Sports. AdPro is the largest team sports dealers and brand merchandise providers in the nation. For a variety of custom merchandise solutions, from apparel to promotional items, visit adprosports.com. Empire Electric. For all your home, business, or office electrical needs, call Empire Electric at 716-634-0330. Free estimates and financing available for all customers. Empire Electric. Call 716-634-0330.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another Friday Night Lights edition here on Western New York Athletics on our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter page. My name is Jacob Fyock. Alongside with me is Jim Craig, and no, not the U.S. hockey goaltender Jim Craig, part of the Conley Cup, one of the Conley Cup members. Jim Craig is joining me alongside his color commentator and Jim. A big matchup here at Maryvale High School. The Flyers take on the Falconer, Cassadaga Valley, Maple Grove Golden Cougars. I'm just saying that 10 times fast right there. Big run games on both sides of the ball, and that's going to be the big battle here, is who's going to win in the trenches.
And you're 100% right, Jacob. It's going to be a battle of the trenches. Both teams have winning records. Falconer comes in at 3-1 with one loss to Cheektowaga, a very good team, and Maryvale is undefeated. They're 4-0, and it's amazing to see that they've, in those 4 games, Jacob, they've scored 133 points and only given up 30. So 2 good teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking with Falconer, Cassadaga Valley, Maple Grove side, they came into this game 3-1 after defeating and shutting out Olean 34-0. That game plan was to find a way to get to the outside running game going. The team went into the game without their starting left tackle and right guard. Had success in the first half running on the edge, but then they went into their power football, the team's bread and butter. The Golden Cougars finished tonight with 260 yards on the ground and 5 touchdowns. And then for the home team, Maryvale, like you mentioned, Jim, they are undefeated, 2-0 in their league matchup in Class B2. They took care of business on the road last week, defeating Dunkirk 45-6. The Flyers forced a fumble on the opening kickoff. The second consecutive week, they have forced an opponent to cough up the ball on an opening kickoff. They put the offense in the prime positions, executed their game plan on running the ball, and never let on the throttle. Got the offense in prime position too. The Flyers finished with 355 total yards of offense and 6 touchdowns. 304 of those yards on the ground, and 5 were on the ground as well. Maryvale, the home squad, going to be starting off here on this Friday Night Lights edition on Western New York Athletics. Kickoff inside the 20 as he moves around to his right side, past the 30 and down to the 32-yard line. And that is where the Flyers will start off with their first possession of this game.
Jacob, we're going to look for number 3, Justice Hill. Has had a real good year so far. He's a big young man at 6 foot 225, and he's averaging over 7 yards a carry. So, and he's very tough and disruptive on defense as well. But look, we're going to see him on offense first.
Yeah, he was week 1 and week 4 Conley Cup player of the week. Already one of those guys that have been nominated twice, has been one of the dominant, not only running backs in Western New York, but just dominant players in general, as we have a late personnel coming in to the right side of Maryvale. Now he's in position. Looked like that was Rathbun that moved in late. Now going downfield quickly right away. Open man at the 40 and the 30, down to the 20, and he is tripped up and taken down at around the 12-yard line. He did lose the ball, but it's not a fumble. And in one play, Maryvale is in the red zone.
That was a beautiful throw by William Schiller, the quarterback, and he's a senior quarterback. It put it right where the receiver did not have to stop. It just hit in the numbers, and he continued. It was a nice tackle by the Falconer defensive player.
Senior quarterback making the big throw on the first play of the game. And Hill was technically in the quarterback position. It looked like they were going to do a wildcat, but they got the Golden Cougars to jump off sides.
It's a 5-yard penalty, and it'll be 1st and 5.
Yes, they'll be now at the 7-yard line. Just 5 yards to go. Just got to get to the 2. And here's the snap to Hill. To the left side, trying to get the blocking, trying to get in, and just like that, not even a minute into this game, Justice Hill pounds it in the end zone for a Maryvale touchdown.
Jacob, he just followed his blocking, read the play very, very well, followed the blocking, and scored rather easily.
Justice Hill takes it 7 yards to the house to make this a 6-0 game with 11:06 remaining in the first quarter. We'll see what Maryvale does there. They're in an interesting formation as if they're going to go for 2. But could also go for a PAT try as well. Now they shift back over, and now they're going to go for the extra point.
They originally set up in what they call a polecat, and now they came back and shifted into the normal position.
As they get patiently set and ready, the snap's down, the kick's on the way. It's almost blocked, but just gets enough time to pass the defender, and the extra point is good. And just like that, Maryvale Flyers currently up 7-0 on the Golden Cougars.
And that was Ryan Coleman kicking that extra point. It's 7-0. Again, we thought that they might rely on their running game, but it was a great pass by Schiller, and that set up the touchdown, a 7-yard touchdown by their workhorse, Justice Hill.
And as part of their game plan that head coach Tadaro was able to speak to me earlier this week, Nick Tadaro said that, these kids are excited. It's going to be their first home game since their season opener after playing the previous 3 games on the road. The Flyers have to match up well with their opponents schematically. Golden Cougars defense is shown to be aggressive. The Flyers have to move the ball and have to stop them on offense. So they already got one part done so far early in this game. Let's see if they can set the tone on the defensive side as we are currently waiting for the kickoff. And kicking the ball off is going to be Xander Cooper, the senior. Normally plays wide receiver, also linebacker, and as their kicker as well. Turned over by number 3 at around the 25, and he's by number 3, and he's immediately tackled down. I believe that was number 3, Austin Chase for the Golden Cougars. Didn't see who really had the tackle there. It looked like that may have been number 6, Jackson Moritz.
It was a short return by Austin Chase, and as you mentioned in the opening, Jacob, the Falconer team has a strong running game led by Matt Welsh and Dalton Caldwell. So we'll see if they can answer the call.
And for the first run, it cuts for about a gain of 2. So tackle at the 30-yard line to be second down, 8 yards to go. And looked like that may have been number 4 who had the first carry of this game. That looked like that might have been Cam Bauer. Their game plan, they know that Maryvale has several weapons that they can go to. And they know their stars will impact the game, but they know they have some underrated players as well that can make some big impacts as too. As now a run to the outside, not getting much. That's Matt Welch there on the carry and bringing him down. That was number 34. Looked like it was Braden Tryon.
And Coach Tadaro said they could keep an eye on Tryon. He's a sophomore. They've got big things planned for him in the future. So making that first tackle on Welch.
Welch had a pickup of 1, so 3rd down and 7. Bobbled snap. Did they recover it? And it looks like the Golden Cougars did. Now we got an injured Golden Cougar down as well. As the clock stops with 9 minutes and 45 seconds as they take an injury timeout. We'll take a timeout here in the broadcast booth. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Welcome back, everyone, to West New York Athletics. 9:45 remaining in the first quarter. Have a 4th down and 9 at Golden Cougars 29-yard line. Injured player there for the Golden Cougars was number 55, Bryant Morrison, who was being attended to by the trainers, limping a little bit towards the sideline. So hopefully he's able to come back into this game. But right now the punting unit is out. Flag is on the play, but it continues as it goes into Maryvale territory and will go out of bounds towards their sidelines at the Flyers' 43-yard line.
We're going to see what the flag is here, Jacob. And
yeah, we'll see what the flag is on. Our head referee for today's game is John Drobitz. Our umpire is Jim DiMartino. Our head linesman is Paul Klein. The line judge is Rick Wisniewski. And the back judge is Sal Aquilina.
it's a procedure call on Falconer, and the penalty will be declined, and they're going to take the result of the play, it looks like. They're going to tack it on.
So
they'll tack it on to the end of the punt.
So instead of it being on the 43, Maryvale taking it at the 48-yard line. So talk about what they did in only 2 plays to end in a touchdown. Now their second drive, they have a phenomenal opportunity to just go 52 yards down the field as the chain gain was a little bit of a lull moment. Now they're back in the correct formation. Comes out Schiller. He's barking out orders. Because he's got 3 tailback sets, 2 wide receivers, the snap and the give over the hill. Trying to move one offensive lineman out of the way. Shakes off one defender and is wrapped up by a couple of Golden Cougar defenders as he get past the midfield marker at around the 49-yard line. A pickup of 3 yards.
He was patient on that play, Jacob, and it looked like he was going to be stopped for a loss and ended up gaining 3 yards.
It looked like his one offensive lineman was just standing there, had to move him out of the way. He's like, got to move over, got to get some positive yardage. And good thing he was able to pick some up there because that could easily been either a loss of yards or just that no gain on that play. So now the 2 wide receivers are shifted to the right side. They stick with that 3 tailback set. Here's the snap, the fake, draw play. Can't find anything, and he's tackled hard from behind. Golden Cougars say they have the ball. And it looks like it was a fumble on the play. The away squad's able to pick it up on that tackle, number 48, Devin Morrison, the senior, coming off the edge to get right behind Schiller and make him cough up the ball.
It looked like there was a misread or an assignment on that play. Schiller turned around to hand the ball off, and there was nobody there, and the end result was Falconer's ball on the fumble recovery.
So this will put him at Maryvale's 46-yard line, 1st down and 10 with 8:31 remaining in the first quarter. There's now under center. Dive play and tackled hard. Picking up a couple yards on the carry there was number 28. That was Dalton Caldwell.
Dalton Caldwell is their workhorse, one of the 2 workhorses for Falconer. He's has 66 carries so far, and is averaging 5.1 yards per carry. So he's a pretty. He has 7 TDs also.
And he is stuffed immediately on that 2nd down and 6 run play. Wrapped up by a couple of Maryvale tacklers. And it was number 17 for the Flyers, Keenan Banks, that was at the bottom of the pile to help wrap up Caldwell. So it was originally 2nd and 6. They lost 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 9 at Maryvale's 45-yard line.
They don't put the ball up in the air much, but I think you're going to see it now. It's Lucas Sopak is the quarterback, and we'll see what Lucas comes up with.
Rolling out to the left side, feeling the pressure, and he is sacked. Wrapped up by a couple of Flyer defenders, but bringing him down immediately was the senior, Dalton Harper, as he lost about 3 yards on that play, and 4th down and 12 coming up. And we'll get both the punting units out here for both sides. It's like punting for number 44, Falconer, Cassadaga Valley Maple Grove squad is number 40, Adam Brisky. They get a guy in late to set up their punting formation. Here's the snap and the boot. Well, pass over to the 30. It bounces inside the 25 and officially rests on the sidelines at the 22-yard line. So already 3 and outs already for the Golden Cougars. Flyers defense is standing strong so far, and amidst that turnover in the 2nd drive, their 1st drive, they ended up with a touchdown from their main running back, Justice Hill. So, Jim, we'll see what they do here on their 3rd drive, try to rebound off that turnover on the previous drive.
Yeah. And I'm sure that they talked it over on the sideline, or had the opportunity to do so, and try to fix the error that happened on that last play. And we'll see. I would imagine they'll probably go right back to the run.
So they go 4 wide, trips to the left, 1 to the right. Hill right next to his quarterback, Schiller. Here's the snap. It's low. Option play, and is wrapped up immediately due to that low hike. And that was number 17, the wrap-up Schiller. That was Landon Jones, the junior, their defensive end off the edge.
The offensive line of Maryvale is getting a very good jump and push. That was just a bad snap, and and get a chance to get what they probably could have on that play.
So they'll stick with the same formation on the previous play. Schiller was able to pick up 2 yards to make it a 2nd down and 8. So now he gets set and ready. Here's the snap. Option play again. This time he'll keep it. Trying to run up the middle. Trying to get along the right side close to the 30. And that's what we'll officially spot it for a pickup of 6 yards to make this a 3rd down and about 2 to go.
Nice read and hole there, and set up a situation now with short 3 yards to go on 3rd down.
And we know with Schiller, there is at times where he can throw the ball down the field. That's how Maryvale was able to get their first touchdown of this game, but he can show that speed ability on the option play. 3rd and short. Low snap again. This time it's going to be Hill trying to run it up the gut, picking up the 1st down and more, and tackled it around the 34-yard line. A pickup of 4, and the chain gain will move.
We're having a little bit problem with the snap exchange. The last 2 or 3, Jacob, have been low snaps and have thrown off the timing of the plays. So we'll see if they can get that fixed.
Well, it looks like they're going to stay into this kind of wildcat-like formation. Schiller technically in as the wide receiver on the right side, but you see that Golden Cougar squad stacked up heavily this time, running it, met up immediately, but still able to pick up about 2 yards past the 35 to the 36. And a couple of guys in there on the tackle was number 4, Cam Bauer. And it looked like number 55, Bryant Morrison, was also in there as well. So it's good to see him back in the game as well. Now on the defensive side of the ball for his squad.
Big, strong runner got 3 yards when he probably shouldn't have got it. So they want to keep giving that ball to Justice Hill, and we'll see where it goes from here.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7. They go back to that 2 wide receiver set. A couple of tailbacks right next to Schiller. Snap, option play to Hill once more, and he's wrapped up immediately and brought down for a loss of a couple yards. That was number 20, Charlie Reichenbach, the sophomore, able to get Hill around his legs and bring him down.
That was a great tackle, Jacob. A really good job. And again, one of the big things you see is you get penetration. And he had penetration on the play and made a nice tackle right at the line of scrimmage. So that makes it a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, lost a yard on that run by Hill. And now he'll go on the far side as a receiver. As Schiller is taking a look at his play. He's got another wide receiver in the slot. And now they'll get a late substitution in for the running back. That was number 34, Tryon. Here's a snap. Quick screen pass over to Hill, trying to get the blocking at around the 40. Trying to get down to around the 45, but he's just short at the 44. That's where the 1st down marker is. And it should be, looks like he's got more than enough for the 1st down. And yes, the line judge is telling him to move the chains. It was just enough. Flyers able to get a big 1st down on a 3rd down play.
The line judge on this side, Rick Wisniewski, has a real good shot of that. So right away he stopped the clock, which indicated it was a 1st down. So it's 1st and 10 for Maryvale.
So they don't have Schiller out there. I don't see Hill out there either. One of he's just taking a quick breather as he's on the sidelines. So see who's in running now, and met up immediately for about a loss of maybe 1 yard, maybe 2. That was Dalton Harper, the senior running back, not able to find any hole at all to get through.
2nd and 11.
It's Brisky for Falconer, Cassadaga Valley, Maple Grove squad. He's able to break through to tackle down Harper.
It seems like the Falconer defense has tightened up quite a bit since that first series where Maryvale scored.
On the 2nd down and 11 play, Harper getting some extra blocking past the 45. Flag is down as he got too close to the midfield marker, but I got a good feeling this will probably be coming back.
In that area, it's usually a hold or a block in the back, one of the two.
Wait for the official word of our head official, and it is on Maryvale, and it is a holding.
Holding. It's a 10-yard penalty. They'll repeat the down.
We'll see how far they get pushed back to. So they're now inside
Holding on the
their
offense.
40. They push it to their own 38-yard line. So second down, 16 yards. Right now they got to go with 3 wide receivers for Schiller, 2 on the right, 1 on the left. And Hill back in the game as running back. Option play, Schiller trying to regain some yardage back. Past the midfield markers to the 45, to the 40. And in one play out of that holding penalty, Schiller takes it himself, putting the team on his back to get the first down.
Yeah. 2 or 3 of the Falconer players bit on that nice fake to Hill, and that opened up the right side for Schiller.
So 90 seconds now remaining in the first quarter. The ball is now at Falconer's 40-yard line. First down and 10. And he gets the defense to jump. That's the second time the defense has had an encroachment penalty. So give Maryvale 5 more yards.
Roachman on the defense, 5-yard penalty. First and 5 for the Flyers.
Just trying to find umpire DiMartino is getting it to the correct spot. Now it's first and 5.
And right now, Maryvale, they're in that 3 wide receiver set again. This time, Schiller has 2 to his left, 1 to his right as they go look ahead at the play call. And Hill has had some good success on the ground and has also been met up a couple of times by this Golden Cougars defense. But Schiller, so far, on this option play, has been successful. Snap, this time the Hill, trying to move it to the left side, shaking off a couple of defenders, picking up the first down and more, to the 25, to the 20. And he is met up at officially the 20-yard line, a pickup of exactly 15, and another Flyers first down.
Maryvale closed off that edge, and Hill made a nice move to get outside on that play, and first down and 10, the 20-yard line.
The theme of this drive is winning the battle of the trenches and getting that run game going. 3 wide receiver set, all to the right side. Schiller tried to get Falconer to jump a little bit. Now we're going to get some movement as the tight end will now move to the right side, and all the wide receivers will move over to the left. Schiller getting back into that shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Here's the toss play to the outside. Now trying to run it back up the gut past the 20 and down to the round. I believe the 17-yard line is where they'll officially spot it. Pickup of about 3 yards.
Carry tackle by number 17, Jones.
On that tackle for the Golden Cougars, number 17, Landon Jones, was able to take down the ball carrier.
Second and 6.
Not much there, Jacob, but they're still moving the ball. That offensive line is getting a good push right off the snap.
Actually, who's over there is that running back for Maryvale. I believe that's Rathbun that's in there. Toss play, giving it to him. Past the 15, trying to juke, but it gets met up by a couple of Golden Cougars as they keep pushing him forward. It looks like they have him at around the 9-yard line. That's a pickup of 8, and that would be another Flyers first down, and it is. Once again, they are moving the chains and tiring this Golden Cougars defense. As the clock ticks now with less than 15 seconds to go, now with 10 seconds remaining, and both sides will go to the sidelines as the clock will wind down here to officially end the first quarter of this Friday Night Lights edition between Maryvale against the Falconer Cassadaga Valley Maple Grove Golden Cougars. My name is Jacob Fike. Alongside me is Jim Craig. We'll take a break in the action. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second quarter.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective pediatric care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics as we get started with the second quarter as Maryvale is up 7-0 on the Golden Cougars with an opportunity to try and get a double-digit lead here. Right now, we'll see what type of formation they're in. Looks like they're in the shotgun. Looks like they're going 4 wide. Trips bunch to the right and 1 to the left. Hill in the backfield with Schiller. Now they're going to quickly take a look what they want to do here, seeing what the defense is at. Already now in a 1st and goal situation with an opportunity.
This is going to be a delay of game. This is a delay of game penalty that took too long. They have 40 seconds. Jacob, when the ball is in that situation, they had 25 seconds because it was the beginning of the quarter and couldn't get it off in time.
Well, still technically going to be a 1st and goal, but they're going to have a much longer opportunity to try to get into the end zone. Now this time with being 14 yards. Looked like it might have just been a confusion where making sure if they were in the right formation or not. So right now it's just 4 wide receiver set. Here's now Hill. Option play. Using that block into the outside to the 10. And let's see where the line judge officially spots him. Looks like they might have gotten to the 9. So out of that delay of game, they gained those 5 yards back for a 2nd and goal.
They gained them back, and then they've got a couple of more. Whoop, right, exactly. He got him back. Thought he was going to mark it on the 7. He marked it on the 9. So get that yardage back. And 2nd down. Nice run by Schiller. And again, it seems like the Falconer players are keying on Hill, and that's taken a couple of them with him and open up.
Here's now the run to the outside. It's Harper trying to get down. I think he may have gotten to the 5, if not to the 6. Short gain there, 3rd down and goal. As we got 11:40 and counting remaining in the first half. They officially spot him at the 6, so it'll be a gain of 3 yards.
And again, just chunks of yardage. 2 and they're 5 on the last one, or the second last one. Got another 3 there.
And right now they got Harper and Hill both in. So this be a situation where it feels like anyone could just, either one of them could just grab the ball and just take it to the outside or run up the middle. But now looked like some confusion is going to lead to a timeout by Maryvale. Their first in the half with 11:12 remaining in the first half. Still up 7-0. But they're knocking on the door with an opportunity to get a double-digit lead. So why don't we take a quick break here up in the booth, and when we come back, we'll have more action here between Maryvale taking on the Golden Cougars.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835.
Maryvale knocking on the door. They go in the shotgun formation with 3 wide receivers, Harper and Hill. In the backfield as they take a second look here what they want to try and run. Harper showing they have that burst of speed. And then for Hill, you just have that guy who's tall and big and able to use his brute strength to blow by anyone.
Okay.
And once again, got another delay game against the Maryvale offense. Move them back 5 more yards.
Yeah.
And this will put them at the 11.
And I think your point was 100% correct. They're looking for some clarification on the play. And that time, Schiller didn't get a chance to look downfield. What the back judge normally does is with 10 seconds raises his hand. And then when it gets to 5, he starts counting off. And evidently Schiller didn't see that. And so the flag went and 5-yard penalty.
Well, I think that was Harper that was technically in a quarterback because Schiller's now back in the game. This time Hill's right next to him on his right side, going 3 wide receivers, trying to look downfield, not seeing anything, trying to scramble, nothing's there, throws, and it was caught. Looked like that was Tryon, number 34, to pick up a couple of yards as it goes inside the 10. I believe they put it maybe at the 9, maybe 8-yard line. So it is a 4-yard pickup, 4th and goal. And they're going to keep the offense out there. They're going to try and go for the score.
4-down territory. And again, they've thrown 1 pass in the game, if my recollection is correct. And that's that long bomb to lead off the beginning of the game. Let's see if they pass again. Or they've thrown a couple of passes, I'm sorry.
Rolling out to the right side, trying to get the blocking to the corner of the end zone. And it is caught, but short of the end zone, down at around the 1-yard line. So a big stand by the Golden Cougars as they force Maryvale to get a turnover on downs. So that was number 32 on the catch for Maryvale. That was Hunter Murphy, the senior.
First and 10 for Falconer from their own 1-yard line.
Stalled in the red zone, and now Falconer will take the ball over on 3-yard line. Let's see what they can do with it. They're only down a score, even though Maryvale has had possession much more than Falconer.
Now this puts the Golden Cougars in a spot. And Maryvale saying they got the ball, the fumble on the play, and Maryvale able to get a fumble recovery of their own. And just like that, in one play, they are back in a goal line situation with a chance to redeem themselves off their previous drive.
Going to start this series on the 3-yard line.
Here's the snap for Hill and the Wildcat. And in one play, jukes into the middle of the end zone for a Maryvale touchdown. So Justice Hill picks up his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game, his 12th of the season. And that puts up the Flyers 13-0 with the point after try coming up.
Just a simple run to his left, good blocking up in front by the Maryvale line, and the rest is history.
And that came off a big turnover that the Golden Cougars committed, and that ended up hurting them with a touchdown. And Cooper's point after try is blocked. PAT is no good, but nonetheless, Maryvale responds after a turnover that they're able to cough up and able to get back from this Golden Cougars offense. And Hill able to get a 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. And heading into this game, Jim, Hill is in a 3-way tie in Western New York for rushing touchdowns with 10, same as he had as many as last season during his junior year. And when speaking to head coach Nick Todaro, he said he's a kid that's transitioned, from the linebacker into a skilled athlete, can play on both sides. He moved into the running back role last year, and Hill worked also in the room a lot this offseason and developed his shiftiness and agility in the running back position. As you saw that in the goal line stance, able to use his agility to cut back up the middle to get a second rushing TD.
And as you mentioned before, he's been, the first 4 weeks, he's been player of the week in week 1 and week 4 in the Conley Cup. So he's doing the right things.
There's a high kick that the receiving team will just let go out of bounds. That would be where they start off with the ball with that. Should be a free kick out of bounds penalty, but looks like they'll officially start them at around the 32, maybe 33-yard line.
They have the option there, Jacob, to, well, they've got 3 options. One is to re-kick with a 5-yard penalty. The other is to take it at the spot it went out of bounds, which is, as you mentioned, the 32. Now they said it was out of bounds at the 38. So if it was at the 32, they would have taken it at the 35. But it was evidently went out of bounds at the 38. So that's where they're marking it.
So they go under center, running it up the gut, past the 40 and down to the 45, met up by several Flyer defenders, and that looked like it was Reichenbach that was the ball carrier.
Reichenbach on the carry. Pick him up 5, 2nd and 5.
And again, just 2, 3, 4, 5 yards on a carry, that just ground and pound. And they've been successful. Of course, they did get that break and the fumble on the 3-yard line, but their running game has been pretty steady.
2nd down and 6 to go with less than 9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's the snap. Option play. Trying to move to the left side. Able to get Maryvale's defense just a little bit frazzled there as the ball carrier, number 1, Matt Welsh, off that option read. Able to get it past the 45 down to the 47. So pick up a 5 and a 3rd and 1 coming up.
Matt Welsh is 22 carries coming in this game for 222 yards. And he's got a 10.3 yards per carry average with 3 touchdowns on the ground, 3 in the air. So he's got 6 total. You'll see more of him.
Here's now Welsh once more, and he's immediately hit hard. Well behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of about 2 yards, and 4th down coming up.
No gain. 4th and 1.
So it actually spotted as a no gain.
We'll see. Can't tell. Looks like maybe the punting team is coming in. The ball where it is, they're only 13 points down. Well, they're lining up to go. They're lined up to go for it.
And here's the snap. And it looks like a timeout was called by Maryvale, and that was due to a substitution that was not going to be coming off the field in time. It would have been too many men on the field to give the Golden Cougars an automatic 1st down, and they had to waste a timeout there. So their 2nd timeout of the half with 8:07 remaining in the half. Maryvale up 13-0. We'll take a break. This is Western New York Athletics Live.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics on this 4th and goal opportunity. Maryvale has shut them down twice. Can they get the 1st down? And they do. And that was their man in at quarterback, able to come up and make a big job. Sopak,
Yep,
able to get the 1st down.
That was Lucas Sopak on a nice 2-yard carry to get that 1st down, and Now, first down in a while for Falconer. Let's see if they can't put something together here, Jacob.
So it's right at the midfield marker as this first down carry, getting about a yard or so, and it's Reichenbach for the Golden Cougars. That was on the run.
Tackled by number 17, Keenan Banks.
7 minutes and 30 seconds and counting remaining in the second quarter. And he's a guy, you know, as a running back and defensive back, Reichenbach has been a big part of this running attack, and he's only a sophomore, so got about 2 more years left in this football program, and he can provide a lot more in the future. Rolling out to the right side, pass is caught by Welsh, past the 45, trying to get to the 40, and they'll officially spot him down right at the 40-yard line, a pickup of 9, and that should be another Golden Cougars first down, and it is.
It's the first roll out of the game by Sopak. It was a nice throw for a gain of 10 yards. So changing it up just a little bit, mixing the run with the pass, and now they're in territory they haven't been in so far. So let's see how far they can go with this.
And Welsh is a guy that's shown to be a dual threat at the ground attack and in the air. Had 132 combined yards of total offense in their last week win, with 3 total touchdowns. On the carry was number 28, Dalton Caldwell, picking up a couple yards on that first down and 10. Looked like he exactly got 5, so it'll be 2nd and 5 coming up.
Caldwell again is right up the middle, strong runner, averaging 5 yards a carry, and that's what he got on that play.
And for Caldwell, he ran for 43 yards and 2 touchdowns in their win over Olean. Going with 4 wide receiver sets. Sopak rolling out, caught again by Welsh, able to juke out 2 Flyer defenders, wrapped up around the ankles at past the 30, close to the 25-yard line. I believe they'll put him at the 26. So another 9-yard pickup and another first down.
There was a second time in this series that Sopak has rolled out and hit Welsh for good gains.
And that was a similar play they did a couple of plays ago with just rolling out to the right, just giving it to Welsh. Sopak very confident of giving Welsh the ball. One of the best hands on this team when it comes to throwing the ball down the field. And with less than 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go, for the first time this game, this Falconer squad able to move down the field, but let's see if they're able to capitalize. Toss play, now Welsh in at running back, trying to use the extra blocking. Not able to go anywhere though. May have just gone back to the line of scrimmage. Couldn't find the extra blocking he needed, and he was tackled down.
It looked like that play was going to get blown up right up the middle, but he got outside and got a couple of yards.
So it looked like Desmond Walker, the senior, was in there on the tackle. Now they're going to move Welsh to the far right side. Only with 4 wide receivers. Rolling out to the right. Feeling the pressure. Now he's just going to take it and scramble. And tackled by 2 Maryvale Flyer defenders. One of them there was number 52, Robert Rode. So it'll be a 3rd down and 8. Only pickup of 1 yard by Sopak.
At the time, he didn't have much of a choice. He was looking downfield, and there was nothing there. He had to take it and go and get that yard.
Already got one of their receivers set in formation. Now they break out a huddle. So 3rd down and 7. 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs. Quick pass over to Welsh. Trying to get the blocking, and he's going nowhere. Losing a couple of yards on the play. A nice big stop once more by this Maryvale defense. And it was Dalton Harper there on the tackle.
And 27 minutes in. 4th and 10.
Dalton Harper not only is an excellent offensive player, as we've seen, but on defense, he's got 31 tackles. 6 of those tackles are for a loss.
Yeah, 31 tackles on the season, and he didn't even play in last week's game. He was in one of the showcase games, took part in a baseball showcase as he's committed to go play baseball at Georgia Southern. And here is Justice Hill throwing down Sopak as he is sacked. On that 4th down and 11, it's another turnover on downs, and this Maryvale defense looking strong.
And the people you expect them to step up and make the plays are making them. Justice Hill had a great play there. And again, Harper on the play before. Now Maryville get a chance to get the ball again with just a little over 3 minutes left. 3 minutes, 28 seconds left in the second quarter.
That was Hill's second sack of the season. He came into this game with 19 tackles and 1 sack. Now he's back in at tailback. Here's Harper. Picking up about a couple yards on the 1st down and 10, close to the 40. Officially spotting him in between the 38-39 yard line.
Going to give him about 4 yards. It looks like somebody's injured on the play.
Looks like it's Justice Hill that's down. The injured Maryvale Flyers. Harper picked up 4 yards, and immediately Hill just gets up right away as the athletic trainer came up to them.
It's good to see. It's good to see he popped up and he's kind of gingerly walking back with the trainers, and hopefully we'll see him in a very short while.
So it's Maryvale and the Golden Cougar squad both in their huddles. Now the Golden Cougars breaking out of their huddle. Clock stop at 3 minutes and 15 seconds as, folks, this isn't the only game going on in Western New York. Plenty of high school football action taking place as well, especially a big one between public school versus private school. Lancaster taking on Canisius. We're going to try to get a quick update as soon as we can to see what's going on with that score. 3 wide receivers set. 2nd down and 6. Running up the middle. Past the 40 and down to the 45. That's more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Schiller on the carry. Tackled by Reichenbach.
That was Schiller, the quarterback, there on the carry.
Maryvale.
He's also carried his weight throughout the season up to this game. He had 20 carries for 127 yards, and he was averaging over 6 yards per carry. So he had 1 TD on the ground.
Yeah, and Schiller last week had 24 yards on the ground, and so far he's definitely had more than that. He has been a big part of that run game along with Hill. Now Tryon motioning from left to right. Schiller rolling out to the right side, and it's caught past the midfield marker and into Golden Cougar territory. Picking up more than 5 yards on that play to set up a 2nd down.
Pass complete to Brusecki. 2nd and 4.
Stayed in bounds, so the clock is still running with under a minute 40 in the second quarter. Maryvale still leads 13-0.
And as for Canisius and Lancaster, they got 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter, and they're all tied up at 7. Less than 90 seconds remaining in this game between Maryvale and the Golden Cougars. 2nd down and 2. Trying to go to Hill. He's wrapped up immediately, well beyond the line of scrimmage, and taken down by number 48, Devin Morrison, the junior, making the big tackle.
On that play, Hill was almost beyond Schiller by the time he got the handoff, and I think it was caused by that low snap. They've had a couple of, they got it fixed in the last series of play, and then another low snap caused a little bit of poor timing.
Well, it's 3rd down and 6. Back in their own territory. They got 40 seconds remaining in the first half if they want to try and do something. They do have 1 timeout. 4 wide receivers set. Schiller rolling, and it is caught back into the Golden Cougar territory, and it's caught by Irby at around the 40, I believe that might have been the 46-yard line. So he is short of the 1st down marker just by a yard. Clock stops at 33 seconds.
Schiller's pass complete to Irby.
And it is a 4th down. And Schiller's back in at wide receiver. Got that Wildcat formation for the Flyers with Harper and Hill. Here's the snap. Hill just running it up the middle with that brute strength. Past the 45 into the 43. Picking up the first down, and the clock stopping immediately with 29 seconds. But it's going to roll it right now, and it does. Now with 25 seconds and counting. And timeout called. It's going to be by Maryvale. They got one timeout left with 21 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They're up 13-0 on this Falconer squad. And Jim, you know, ball's at their 43-yard line. Do you think you might get an RD pass like they had in the first play of this game?
Well, if they would have gone with the formation that they were lining up before the timeout, they had Schiller wide, and Schiller's got he's got yards in all categories. He's a quarterback. He's a receiver. He's a passing yardage, of course, as quarterback, and as we mentioned before, he's got 127 yards prior to this game. And as you mentioned, Jacob, he's probably got 30 or 40 yards already.
Yeah, and even on the defensive side, he's had some tackles as well. He's been that, that Swiss Army knife, just one of those couple guys on that Maryvale team that have shown the catch, pass, throw, and just make good tackling on the defensive side of the ball. Right now, Schiller's don't think is out there now. No. It's just Harper and Hill. Harper's going to throw, and it goes right through the receiver's hands, and it falls incomplete. That may have looked like a hook and ladder opportunity they had, because you saw Hill go to the outside. I don't know if it might have just been a miscommunication or just ended up with just dropping the ball.
He probably had a good chance at that, but it was just the throw was just a little high on the timing, and couldn't quite bring it down, Justice Hill.
So I'm going to go three wide receivers here. Harper still in at quarterback, and the penalty marker's down. And it's going to be a false start on Maryvale, and that's the last thing that you need. If you want to try to get down the field is push back, push yourselves even more, and they got to move back 5 yards.
Those penalties prior to the snap will kill you in situations like this. Not much time. 17 seconds left to go in the first half, and they've got to get an extra 5 yards because of that penalty.
Sticking with that same formation, Harper is going to look, feeling the pressure, and has to corral it in, and he's officially down for a sack. Number 62, Garrett Williams, the senior, wrapping up Harper, taking him down, and the clock strikes 0 to signal the end of the first half. But nonetheless, Maryvale has shut out this Golden Cougars offense. They are up 13-0 on their home field. I want to thank everyone so far for tuning into this broadcast live on Western New York Athletics. My name is Jacob Fyock. Alongside with me is Jim Craig. We'll take a break in the action. When we'll come back, we'll have a little halftime report so far from this Friday Night Lights edition here at Maryvale High School.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home. If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48 hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, the Utes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. Ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. My name is Jacob Fyack. Alongside me is Jim Craig. We're live here at Maryvale High School for a Friday Night Lights edition between Maryvale taking on the Falconer Cassadaga Maple Grove football squad. And before we get a little bit into this game, take a look at a couple out-of-town scores as Western New York Athletics is broadcasting other games. In the second quarter, Jamestown at their home turf is shutting out Niagara Falls 27-0. And in the second quarter between the big game, Lancaster-Canisius, they're all knotted up at 7 apiece. And then before we go into our game here, we did have a message that we want to send along, as we like to pass along our condolences to Kenton School District and the community and the family of longtime legendary Kenny's football head coach Richard Adams, who also went by as Dick Sparky, who we learned that passed away today. Adams coached at Kenmore East from 1964 to 1977, earning an overall record of 81 wins, 26 losses, and 5 ties. So we want to send our condolences to the Adams family and to the Kenny's football program and to the Kenton School District. Our thoughts and prayers are with them. So right now, as we head back into this game here between Maryvale against this Golden Cougars team, Maryvale up 13-0, and the main theme here has been, so far, they're winning the battle of the trenches, they're getting their run game going, and their defense, even though that there's been some flashes here and there of the Golden Cougars offense going down the field, they've made some big stops, they've gotten a big sack, they've gotten a big fumble recovery that led to their second touchdown. Other than their turnover by their offense in the first half, everything else has almost been perfect for them.
They started it out with a bang, Jacob, and with that long pass completion, and then the touchdown right after that. They were on the board with less than a minute gone in the game, and they really taken the driver's seat through the entire game. On that the drive just before the last one that Falconer had, and they moved the ball. They just two big plays by two of their by Maryvale's big players, and that's Justice Hill and Dalton Harper on defense and not offense. Help stop and turn over the ball again to Maryvale. So you're right. It's been like a tale of two cities, and the good defense, good defensive and offensive line play by Maryvale, and the running game is working for them.
Yeah, and so far it's been a mix. It's been Justice Hill who's had the touchdowns. Has the only two touchdowns for Maryvale. He has 12 on the season, but it's also been William Schiller, the senior quarterback, who has the rushing yards so far. Has been very good on that option play. He's done a good job cutting up the middle and using his ability to cut to the outside and pick up some big yardage. And like we mentioned, the first play of the game, he had a deep throw downfield to set him up for their first touchdown in the red zone. And taking a look at the defensive side, it's been Hill picking up a sack, and it's been a mixture of guys who have come up big on the trenches plays, and it's just been phenomenal to see what they've done so far, including guys like Robert Rowe, Desmond Walker, Nate Wiley, who was also a Week 3 Trench Trophy nominee. So they've all done a phenomenal job. They've done great trying to get to this Golden Cougars offense, and it'll be interesting to see what game plan they're going to have moving forward, because you mentioned about their run game. They bunch up real tight on offense, and that seems to give Maryvale a good opportunity to keep more guys on the edge, still boxed up a little bit, but keep some guys more on the edge just in case they try to get to the outside.
And they Falconer started to to move a little bit, as I mentioned before, and they were doing it with their big players, and that's Matt Welch, Lucas Sopak, the quarterback, and Dalton Campbell. Welch and Campbell carrying the bulk of that. And if they can get those guys started, along with Sopak, was completed a couple of nice passes on rollouts. They were moving the ball, and all of a sudden, it just stalled. So if they can get back in, that they're only down by 13 points, Jacob, and I think there's plenty of time to get this thing rolling.
We did have another score update. Iroquois is currently up on Pioneers 7-6 as they are in halftime, as we are currently in our halftime intermission. So when we get back, we'll have the start of the second half between this Maryvale squad, who's up 13-0 on the Golden Cougars of Falconer. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
You're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
Life can be full of surprises, but not always the good kind. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care, and we keep it simple. Just walk.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
You're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
And welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. My name is Jacob Fyock. Alongside me is Jim Craig as we're live here at Maryvale High School. Just about to get started with the second half between the Maryvale Flyers taking on the Falconer Cassadaga Valley Maple Grove Golden Cougars. But real quick, just mention about a couple of score updates. Lancaster up Canisius up 10-7 on Lancaster as they hit halftime. And as for some other scores happening at halftime, Fredonia is up on Silver Creek 41-0, and Clarence is up on North Tonawanda 35-0 as they're just about to hit the halftime mark. As they hit halftime, we about to get started with second half football action on this beautiful Friday Night Lights at Maryvale High School. Cooper ready to boot it off, and Cougars getting it at around the 15 for a return opportunity. Actually, it was at the 25, moving it past the 30, 35, now 40, and tackled at the 41-yard line. They will start off there for their first possession of the second half.
Good drive start for Falconer on this series. They're going to start out at the 41-yard line, their own. So let's see if they can make something of it. Get their running game going and throw in a couple of passes. But again, they started to get their big people, as I mentioned before, Matt Welsh and Dalton Caldwell. Both of them, we're starting to make things happen. Let's see what happens here.
And they're going to go to a toss play to the outside, trying to use Welsh. Try to get the blocking he needs. Shakes off one defender past the 45, and he's wrapped up and thrown down at around the 48-yard line, a pickup of about 7.
His patience there got him an extra 2 yards. And Jacob, and it was a real nice yard. Got 7 total, and those last 2 were just patience and being able to pick the hole and gain a couple of more yards. Nice run by Matt Welsh.
They're going to quickly get into their formation. Sopak is Welsh in formation. They end up giving it to him, trying to get that blocking, and he's tripped up right at the midfield marker, closer to the first down marker. It looked like Harper that was in there on the tackle. And let's see if they officially give him the first down, as they're going to quickly discuss real quick, and they end up giving it to him. So it'll be first down and 10 at Maryvale's 49-yard line.
Referee Wisniewski signaled that timeout. He believed it was a first down, then they double-checked, and it was. First and 10 for Falconer.
Sopak under center. Here's now Reichenbach to the outside, using that burst of speed, but 2 flags get thrown down immediately as Reichenbach was tackled at around the 45-yard line. But it's going to be a holding on the Golden Cougars offense, and it'll push them back.
They'll take that penalty right for where the flag is dropped, and they'll go 10 yards back and repeat the down. Those are tough penalties to get, and that was a nice run. Fortunately, it was aided by a holding call.
Yeah, and it was a good start to the drive, too. Like you mentioned, they had great field position. They got the first down, and now they move back into their own territory after that big holding penalty. Sopak and Caldwell are discussing about the play. Reichenbach is back into the game as well, as he'll move into position. And now a timeout's going to be called by the Falconer squad. It'll be their first timeout of the second half. Clock stopping at 10 minutes and 2 seconds. Maryvale up 13-0 with 10 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the third quarter. We'll take a break in the action. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in...
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. Have another out-of-town score. Williamsville East up on Kenmore West 13-6 as they get started with the third quarter. Another penalty marker down. I believe that was Welsh that was in on the carry. Might have gone back to the line of scrimmage. No, it was actually number 4. That was Cam Bauer. But I don't think it's going to matter. We'll see what this penalty is going to be on. It's going to be on the offense. Penalty is going to be declined by Maryvale, and they'll make it a second down.
That was an illegal shift, probably 2 men in motion, and that was declined. So as you said.
So it's officially 17 yards. This Falconer squad has to go to pick up the first.
You're going to be forced, I think, Jacob, to put the ball in the air sometime as the clock winds down a little bit, and especially here where they need 17 yards for the first down. So we see that Sopak can do it, and favorite receiver has been Welsh. We'll see.
Sopak is going to be the carrier, and Hill able to wrap him up, throw him down. Wasn't a fumble on the play. As soon as Sopak went down, he ended up losing the ball, but was down by contact. But Hill, coming off the edge with that burst of speed with his size, is just incredible. Coming off the edge, able to bring down Sopak, and now bring up a 3rd down and 20 yards to go.
Yeah, again, he's 6 foot, but a solid 225, and with, as you mentioned before, Jacob, with a lot of speed, good speed burst, both on the offensive side and especially shown here a couple of times on the defensive side. And it seems like when they need a big play, they get it from either him or Caldwell. So Maryvale is following through on defense, that's for sure.
So we got a Golden Cougar down. Looked like it's the quarterback, Sopak. He's currently down in the huddle along his team sidelines. So we'll stay here on the broadcast booth, actually, as we get just talk a little bit about some of the players on the squad. And one of the guys that I feel like we haven't mentioned so far was William Rathburn III, who's the senior fullback and linebacker on this Maryvale team. Along with him and Ryan Benson, who's also a senior tight end, also plays linebacker. And speaking to head coach Nick Tadaro, he's mentioned about how both these guys have created a dynamic linebacking duo, and arguably probably the best linebacking duo in Western New York, as we've seen it throughout this game, and even Justice Hill, who's come up big in the pass rushing attack.
Good movement and penetration from the front 7 of Maryvale. Those names that you mentioned, just an excellent job. They've kind of, on this drive, they've smothered Falconer. Let's see if Falconer can get things going.
And the carry up the middle may have gotten a yard. That was number 8, Mathis Bear, the sophomore, who's in at quarterback. First snap he saw, he ended up, he fumbled it, able to recover it, but picked up about maybe a yard. If not, actually might have given him no gain. So it'll be still 4th down, very, very long, and the punting unit will have to come out.
What started out to be a great series turned out to be not so good.
Here's the boot. Bouncing inside the 20. Trying to cut it to the outside and wrapping him up and not letting go. Looked like that was number, I want to say 28. Maybe that was, trying to see who that number was for the Falconer squad. It was 28. That was Caldwell on the tackle. And an opportunity to try to get some punting yards. Doesn't go in the favor of Maryvale. So they will have a long way to go on their first offensive drive in the second half.
First and 10 for the Flyers, number 19.
And I would think that they'd probably like to keep it on the ground again and keep the clock moving, even though it would be nice to get an insurance score here. They're still only up 13-0 within. There's 7.5 minutes left in the third quarter, so there's plenty of time.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line. 7 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Here's a snap to the outside, hurdling over a defender. It's Hill to the 20 and down officially at the 25-yard line. A pickup of about 6 yards.
Hill did a nice job of going down and getting that snap and got 6 yards out of it to boot.
It looks like we have another injured Maryvale Flyer down, as we'll get an injury timeout. We'll take a timeout here in the broadcast booth. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
You're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. Right now, play in motion. It's Hill trying to get the extra blocking to the 30, 35, 40. Trying to get one more. Trying to shoot it back up the gut. Now back towards the left side into the Golden Cougars territory. Down at around the 36-yard line. Justice Hill, his biggest run of the game.
Just an excellent run on that play. He got to the outside and then cut back in just with excellent patience just to see where that hole was, and he got an extra 10 yards just by cutting back inside. Excellent play by Justice Hill.
And they're going to just keep with that same formation as Schiller, who's initially their quarterback, now at the wide receiver spot. Harper and Hill in the backfield. Here's the snap, the draw play, and it's immediately stuffed. But Hill staying on his feet. Now he's taken down. And losing about 1, maybe 2 yards on the play. It looked like 28, along with a couple other Golden Cougars were on the tackle. Caldwell was there. Bauer was there as well to wrap up and take down Justice Hill. Do have another score, out-of-town score update. Bennett up on Maritime 34-0 as they are at the half.
Number 62, Garrett Williams, penetrated on that play and almost made the tackle 5 yards in the backfield. So he slowed everything down, Falconer.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 12 at the 38. Schiller evading the pressure. Penalty markers down. And it falls incomplete. And it looked like one of the defenders and Flyers wide receiver collided when they tried to dive for the ball. Looks like that might be Austin Chase that's currently down for the Golden Cougars. I didn't see what the penalty marker was on. Right now we got an injury timeout.
It looked like it did.
So the penalty's on Maryvale. Golden Cougars will decline as we are currently in an injury timeout. We did have another score update between Iroquois and Pioneer. Iroquois is up on Pioneer 14-6. So in this game right now between Maryvale taking on the Falconer Cassadaga Valley Maple Grove squad, 13-0 is our score in favor of the Flyers. 5:25 remaining in the third quarter. Maryvale with the ball. 2nd down, 12 yards to go, and it's at the Golden Cougars' 38-yard line as we're currently in an injury timeout.
Jacob, every time you think that Maryvale's got something going to moving the ball after that nice run by Justice Hill, that Falconer defense comes alive. Good penetration the last 3 plays that have made the Maryvale team adjust their movement. And again, just an excellent job by the Falconer defense. They're not out of this yet.
Right now, Schiller's back in at quarterback, going with 3 wide receiver set, all to the right side. The snap and the pass. It's caught, but a beautiful job tracking down. I believe that was Tryon there on the reception.
Pass complete to Murphy.
Oh, excuse me, that was Murphy there.
Tackled by Bauer.
And Bauer there able to track Murphy down right away. And that was a big loss of yardage to set up a 4th down.
quick pass out to the right flats, and it was read perfectly by Falconer. And again, playing really, really good defense the last 4 plays. They played good defense the whole game, but the last 4 plays have been outstanding.
Here's another score update. Olean is up on Cheektowaga 14-6 as they have reached halftime. Opponent unit out. Murphy will boot this one up high inside the 20, and it's going to rest right at the 15-yard line.
Murphy's punt ends at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, Falconer from their own 15.
So let's see what this Falconer squad can do. They got to go 85 yards down the field, but at this point, if they're able to do that and get a much-needed touchdown, that can give them just a little bit of momentum on their side.
Their defense have come to play in the second half, Jacob, and again, it'd be nice if they could light a fire underneath the offense and get a sustained drive. They'll move 20, 25 yards forward and another 17 or 18 backward. That's not going to do any good. Let's see what they can do now.
Here's the snap. Try to get the hold they needed. Cutting it right through to the 30 and down to around the 32-yard line. A pickup of 17 yards. And it's from their senior running back and captain, Dalton Caldwell, to move the chains.
That's what they need. Falconer needs is they're big players. They get big yardage and big gain. And Dalton Caldwell certainly did it on that play. Excellent run.
Setting up a 1st down and 10. They stick with that same running back formation. Moving out to the left side. Caldwell once more. Past the 35. Still staying on his feet. Past the 40. And down at around the 45, maybe 42-yard line. Pick up about maybe 8 or 9 yards. They'll set up a 2nd down and short. We got another Maryvale, I believe it's Maryvale Flyer down as well.
On that play, he gained about 5 yards on the initial run, and then yards after contact, he took 3 Maryvale players with him, gained another 3 yards. So total 8 yards, and 3 of them were just hard running after he'd been contacted. It was an excellent run. And that's what Caldwell is known for. He's just a hard-nosed, from tackle to tackle runner, and he's starting to pick things up. Let's see if he continues and Welsh can get going. Their defense has certainly kept them in the game.
Absolutely, as that injured player was Dalton Harper, but he was able to walk on his own and back towards the sidelines. So they officially gave Caldwell a 9-yard pickup on that 1st down run. So it'll be 2nd down, 1 yard to go at the owned Golden Cougars 42-yard line. They're going to stick with that same formation with the running back, 2 fullbacks set. Trying to move it towards the right side. Caldwell found a hole through past the 45, picking up the 1st down and a couple of yards more, officially being stopped to the 48-yard line. A pickup of 6, and they move the chains.
Good 1st down there, and at that time he got the 1st down. Didn't get much after contact. It was good work by the Maryvale defense. But again, 1st down.
Snap. It's bobbled. Sopak, who checked back into the game as he was dealing with an injury, but it's good to see him back there on the field. Ended up bobbling it, though, and had to just fall onto the ball, and that'll be a loss of 1 yard. 2nd down, 11.
Jacob, it looks like their game plan here is that the last 4 plays, other than that fumble, but on the snap, last 4 times that Falconer has carried, it's been Caldwell. Let's see if they keep going too.
Snap, the give. Caldwell once more getting some nice acceleration past the midfield marker and down at the 49-yard line, picking up about 4 yards to set up a 3rd down and 7 to go.
I think you're going to see this with the time left in the 3rd quarter, which is 2 minutes now, and where they're positioned on the field, just inside their now in Maryvale territory on the 49-yard line, as you mentioned. You're going to see this as 4-down territory. So let's see if they keep handing that ball off to Caldwell.
Well, minute and 40 and counting remaining in the third quarter. Sopak with the fake, trying to go downfield, double covered, and it falls incomplete, but the penalty marker is down. The intended receiver was number 34, Brody Little, the senior. And with this penalty marker deep into the backfield.
Looked like there was contact by the defense as the ball was up in the air. Of course, in high school, that's a 15-yard penalty from where that ball was snapped and an automatic first down.
Yeah, excuse me, I meant to say penalty towards the secondary, and that's what you said, Jim, and correct. It was pass interference on the defense. So we'll see where they officially put this ball. It's going to be right at the 33-yard line is where they officially have it down for Maryvale. I nope, they're going to move it back a little 1 yard to the 34. So that'll be a first down and 10 at the 34.
Again, that was an automatic first down. It would have been a first down anyway, but contains an automatic defensive pass.
Here's the snap. Here's the hole. Caldwell trying to break right through. Almost had an opportunity. He's able to shake off one defender, but tackled by two Flyer defenders as he's inside the 20, and the Golden Cougars are in the red zone.
He's on fire. Caldwell's on fire. It's the Dalton Caldwell series right now. He's carried just about every play.
Has
one pass, one fumble. Sorry.
Has over 300 yards on the ground heading into today's game with 7 rushing TDs. Had 2 in last week's game against Olean. And the Flyers able to respond right away as he was stuffed and brought down.
That's been kind of the tenure of the game when things start moving, and they haven't moved as well as they are now for Falconer. They're starting to move, but it always seems that Maryvale can come up with that one big play, good penetration, right up the middle.
Was Robert Rohde there able to meet up Caldwell right away and just bring him down immediately. So loss of 1 yard, second down 11. This time, another carry towards the right side, picking up about a couple of yards more. And once again, it was Caldwell on the carry, Harper in on the tackle.
They're going to their bread and butter, Jacob, on this series, and it's working for them.
So that gives them a 3-yard pickup as the buzzer sounds for the end of the third quarter, as the Golden Eagles have a golden opportunity to try to get the goose egg on the board and to gain some momentum, but they got to try to find a way to get into the end zone once the fourth quarter gets started. But first, we'll take a break in our broadcast booth, and we'll be right back. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective pediatric care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. My name is Jacob Fyock. Alongside with me is Jim Craig as we are live here at Maryvale High School between the Maryvale Flyers taking on the Falconer Cassadaga Valley Maple Grove Golden Cougars. And so far, the Golden Cougars with an opportunity to try to get into the end zone. And as soon as I say that, one of their linesmen jumps to push them back 5 yards.
Can't say enough about those pre-snap penalties. They just handcuff you. What was a 3rd and 7 is now or a 3rd and 8 is now a 3rd and 13.
Quick score update from Medina as one of their players, Noah Skinner, gets their 2nd touchdown of the game. They're tied against Easter Royal Holland at 15 with 8:56 remaining in the 3rd quarter. So it'll be a 3rd down and 13 here at Maryvale's 21-yard line. This time they got to go shotgun formation. Sopak feeling the pressure, trying to find a way to scramble, and he's sacked. And it's once again Justice Hill able to bring him down as Sopak is still down on the ground, and now he's able to get up.
Looks like we had a flag right next to him.
Yeah, I just noticed the penalty marker as now Sopak is down back on the field.
Might have been a late hit. That's when it seemed to come down after the ball was dead. So we'll see what referee Drobitz signals to our booth.
So it looked like it may have been was that possible helmet to helmet?
Yeah,
that he mentioned?
Personal foul, and it was a helmet contact, illegal helmet of some sort. It's a 15-yard penalty or half the distance to the goal in this game.
Yeah, I couldn't see the number on the other defender for Maryvale who was trying to bring down Sopak, but that's the one that would have had that illegal helmet contact. So the ball is now at the, looks like the inside the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Set up now a 3rd down and 4. The ball's actually at the 12-yard line. Try to get to the 8 to pick up the 1st and goal opportunity. Now Sopak is now out of the game now with Bear now in at quarterback, trying to run it up. And he got tackled right exactly at the 8-yard line. And they did pick up enough for the 1st down.
They're in the red zone, and 1st and goal.
Sopak now back into the game under center, trying to get over to Caldwell as they try to bulldoze their way closer to the end zone at the 5, and they'll actually put him at the 4. Pick up a 4 yards, set up a 2nd and goal.
Tackled by a host of Flyers. 2nd and goal.
Again, Caldwell is a workhorse in this series.
Looked like they might just keep with Caldwell. And they do. He gets tripped up right before he gets into the end zone. That was a big touchdown-saving tackle.
It was an excellent tackle. I couldn't see the number on that. Really nice job.
Just looked like it was Noah Irby, the sophomore, that may have tripped up Caldwell on the tackle. It was a pickup of 3 yards. 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line. Goal line against goal line. Golden Cougars offense versus the Flyers defense. 10 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter.
And you know Maryvale will be looking for Caldwell.
Sopak trying to get it in. Did he get enough? Got pushed in, and the signal is a touchdown. So quarterback keep by number 2, Lucas Sopak, the junior. And finally, this Golden Cougars offense able to get the goose egg off the board.
That was a great sustained drive on that play. And in my opinion, Jacob, it was set up by good, strong defensive play just prior to it.
Going to go for the point after try. The snap's down. The kick is on the way. And this one is good with 9:54 remaining in this game. Braylon Palladino, the senior kicker, able to cut this lead by Maryvale down to 6. We'll take a break in the action. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
You insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
And welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics as we got a close battle here so far. It's been all Maryvale from the start of this game, but Golden Cougars picking up a big touchdown on their last drive. They get the point after try and are only 6 points away from tying it up, but they got to get some good defensive stops here the rest of the way. So number 84, Braylon Palladino, the senior, will be booting this one off. High arcing kick inside the 20, bouncing around the 15. Ended up bobbling it at the 10. Now at the 5-yard line, and he is met up and walloped immediately at the 5-yard line.
That's a big break there and they made their break for Falconer. We're going to see, we saw Dalton Caldwell just kind of take over the offensive side of the game. Let's see if you get who we think from Maryvale may go, and that would be Justice Hill. So we're going to see if Justice Hill and Dalton Harper start to do the same thing that Caldwell did for Falconer.
Well, it's not only that, it's also the fact that they got to go 95 yards down the field to make this a 2-score game. And then you're going to have a good amount of those offensive players back on the defensive side of the ball.
Got plenty of time. Almost 10 minutes left.
So Schiller in. Draw play. Trying to just run it up the gut. And he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. They may have given him 1 yard on the play. And they did. They put it at the 6-yard line for a 2nd down and 9. 9 minutes and 30 seconds remain in the fourth quarter.
Again, the center of that Falconer defense has come to play.
And it looks like they're just getting the play call from their head coach, Nick Todaro. One wide receiver to the left side. Trying to cut it to the outside with Hill. Able to use his speed and strength to shake off one defender. And he's tackled at around past the 10. I think they might have put him at the 11-yard line.
Tackled by Caldwell, 3rd and 5.
It was a nice run by Hill. And again, we'll see if that's where they go.
So it was a pickup of 5. They put it at the 11-yard line. So 3rd down and 4 coming up. Clock stop at 8 minutes and 55 seconds. Here's the snap. Draw play. Trying to run up the gut. Past the 15 and down at the 20-yard line. And here's that trucking ability by Justice Hill. And it's a 1st down for Maryvale at the 20, a pickup from 9 yards.
You know, Jacob, it is great to see this type of football. You saw Caldwell just wanting the ball on that last play, a direct snap to Justice Hill. You could just tell by the movement of his body and his hands. He wanted the ball, and he wanted to get that 1st down, and he did. Just desire.
Trying to run it up the gut once more. Being taken down at the 24-yard line. Looked like that was Harper there that was on the carry. Pick up a gain of 4 yards.
And he fouled Justice Hill through the hole.
It looks like they'll just stay with that same formation that they've been doing. It's been very successful for them. Now trying to cut it to the outside. Now back up the middle. A nice tackle and a good trip up by one of the Golden Cougar defenders. That was number 34, Brody Little, the senior.
3rd and 2.
Did pick up about 4 yards, so it'll be a 3rd down and 2.
Both Brody Little and Devin Morrison, number 48, really played a very strong game these last two series.
Third down and short. Here's Hill trying to run it up the middle. And he's taken down at the 30-yard line. That's right where the first down marker is.
Justice Hill on the carry. First down, Maryvale.
And the chain gain's going to move. Just got enough for the first down.
And that's all you need, this strong running between Hill and Harper. Just that downhill running. 1 or 2 yards you need, and the clock keeps running.
Absolutely. We now got less than 7 minutes to go in the game. Here's the snap. They're going to go and throw it downfield. Here's Harper to Murphy, and he couldn't corral it in.
Harper's pass incomplete to Murphy. Second and
Number
10.
8 there on the coverage was Mathis Bear. Their backup quarterback, also defensive back. Murphy just bobbled it a bit, could not corral it in, and that could have been the big play to shift momentum back on their side.
And Harper put it right where it needed to be, and Murphy just couldn't get a handle on it. Kind of bobbled around in his hands. I thought he was going to make the catch, and it just fell to the ground. Great throw by Harper.
Tadaro now just barking out the play for the second down and 10. Here's the snap. Harper not seeing anything. Tries to find a way to cut to the left side. Nothing's there. Maybe something up the middle. And immediately swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 1 yard. It was a nice effort nonetheless to try to get something going. But this Golden Cougars defense was able to sniff it out and see Harper right away.
This is a big, big play for Maryvale. 3rd and 11. We see that Schiller and Hill are back.
Yeah, they're going to go with that shotgun formation. 4 wide receiver set. 6 minutes now remaining in the game and ticking. Schiller rolling out to the left. Feeling the pressure. And it will fall incomplete. Charlie Reichenbach was in there on the coverage. So I don't know, bring up 4th down, and now the punting unit's going to come out for Maryvale.
Well, this is a big punt here. You want to get that field position switched. That's what Maryvale wants to do, and Falconer would like to see some kind of a return.
Score update here in Fredonia as they're up on Silver Creek 41-7 as they just finished up the 3rd quarter. The snap, the boot, it's high, and it's going to go right at around the 40.
I think you're going to see somewhere around that.
Oh, it's going to go right to the midfield marker. Officially goes right around the 42, walked it up. The line judge walked it up and the midfield marker. So now this Golden Cougars offense has a big chance here to try and at least tie this game up if they get a touchdown.
It's an excellent job by line judge Wisniewski, who moves back to a spot, picks up the referee, and waits for the chop down right at the 50-yard line.
And then one play that puts them early on in the Maryvale territory, picking up about 3 yards to set up a 2nd down and 7. Having our score update, 51-yard touchdown run, and it now extends Bennett's lead on Maritime 42-0 with 7:51 remaining in the 3rd. To the outside, and nothing is there. Swallowed up immediately.
Tackled in the backfield by
Desmond Walker, the senior, able to get the Golden Cougars offense pushed back by 1 yard, set up a 3rd and 8. with 4 minutes and 50 seconds now ticking left in the fourth quarter.
And again, they went to Caldwell, and Walker diagnosed that play well and made a great tackle. Finished the job.
Shotgun formation, 4 receivers set, rolling out to the right. Sopak feeling the pressure, and he's sacked. Back in their own territory. Looked like that might have been Dalton Harper there to bring him down.
4th and 15 for Falconer.
Now it's a 4th down and 15. It's like, what do you do in this spot?
These teams, both these teams are senior laden. One has 19 seniors, and the Falconer has 17, and those seniors are stepping up for both teams.
Here's the boot. It squibs inside the 30 to the 25, and punt returner for Maryvale will just let it be touched by one of the Golden Cougar players, and that will put them at the 16-yard line.
That was a good job by Falconer. Falconer punter changing the field position from about their own 40 down to the Maryvale 15, and they've got 85 yards to go with 3:44. So a couple of first downs. I believe that Falconer may have all of their timeouts, or at least 2 left.
Now Schiller's in at quarterback. They go 3 wide receivers. Justice Hill, the tailback. Here's the snap, the fake, option play, getting by one guy off the edge, shaking off one defender, and he's hit hard and immediately by Brody Little, the senior. But Schiller able to pick up about 5 yards.
2nd and 5.
Brody Little is having an outstanding day for Falconer.
Ball's at the 20-yard line. A little over 3 minutes to go in the game. And this time, the Golden Cougars jumped on defense.
Okay, those pre-snap plays, I've said it about 5 times, and one hurts more than the other. This one, instead of a 2nd and 4, they got 2nd and 1.
So just 1 yard to go to pick up the first down. As I'll stick with that 3 receiver set, 2 to the right of Schiller, 1 to his left. Hill in the backfield. So it looks like just a lot of standing around. Now they try to get set and ready. Snap, the give over to Hill, finds the hole, breaks through, and gets that much needed Maryvale first down.
Coach Tadaro is using that philosophy now again with when the ball is in play like that and the clock is still moving. They get 40 seconds from the time the play ends. So he used up that full 40 seconds. The back judge had the 10-second signal up at the end. So he's trying to use that clock. Here we got 25 seconds, and they'll try to use every portion of that 25 seconds.
2 minutes now left to go in this game. Maryvale up 13-7. Sticking with that 3 wide receiver set. Once again to Hill, shaking off one defender, getting to the 35 and down to the 36 to pick up about 5 more yards and keep the clock going.
Hill on the carry, tackled by 28, Dalton Caldwell, 2nd and 5.
Golden Cougars still have 2 timeouts left. That clock keeps ticking.
If they don't stop the clock, they can get it down just to about 1 minute. Little more than 1 minute. Now they have 5 seconds to put the ball in play.
And now it looks like a timeout's called Let's go against Maryvale. They're going to use their first timeout of the half with 1:09 remaining in this game. They're up by 6. Scott's one out-of-town score so far. Hoban is up on St. Francis 14-7 as they took their first lead of the game.
This has been an exciting game, Jacob, and back and forth. And Falconer came out in the second half, played some great defense, and scored on their second last possession. Probably another first down. I would take maybe another 20 or 30 seconds off the clock, but as you mentioned before, Coach Fisher from Falconer has got 2 timeouts in his pocket. Can use those at any time.
Well, between Jamestown and Niagara Falls, Jamestown is up big, 46-0, as they just got started with the third quarter. Clock stopping at 1:09 here in this game. Here's the snap. They give to Hill. He's stuffed immediately right at the line of scrimmage. And timeout called. Clock now at 1 minute and 3 seconds. Golden Cougars called their second timeout of the half. They got one remaining.
That was a smart move by Coach Fisher. That was second down. He wanted to see he was going to let the clock go until Maryvale called their timeout, and they stopped him for no gain or gain of 1, and I think he's got 1 timeout remaining. So therefore, it looks like if they can hold him here, that Falconer will get one more chance with the ball. And again, there's 1:03 left in the fourth quarter.
Canisius up on Lancaster 14-10 with 11 minutes remaining in that game. Lancaster just had a big first down, and now they're in Crusader territory, and they just got a Canisius player to jump as well to get an extra 5 yards. So Lancaster with the chance in that game to try and come back and take the lead. Right now in this game, 3rd down and 4. Ball at their own 37-yard line. Here's the snap. Here's the play. It's the Hill, and he is short of the first down marker by about a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
Hill on the carry, tackled by Jones.
Now another timeout called. It's going to be on the Golden Cougars, and that is their final timeout. Clock now stopping at 50 seconds.
Again, if they get that's their final timeout and they get first down here, that pretty much will seal the deal. This has been just an excellent, it's a well-coached game, a well-played game. We built it in the beginning as a hard-nosed run and running game from both sides, and they haven't disappointed us, Jacob, at all.
No, they have not. And for the people that have, they've been tossing back from one broadcast to the next, we thank you guys for staying on this broadcast here, especially over on our YouTube page. We're also broadcasting it on our Twitter and Facebook page as well. This isn't the only game going on here that Western New York Athletics is broadcasting. Jamestown is up on Niagara Falls, and then you have the big one between Canisius against Lancaster. But for this one right now, this game's almost set and done. This play is going to determine what a possible end result might be. 4th down and 1. They got Hill and Harper in the backfield with one wide receiver to the right. Here's the snap. Here's the give. Try to get to the outside. Shakes off one defender. Shakes off another. And there goes Dalton Harper. Still on his feet. Trying to get the extra blocking, and he's taken down at around the 21-yard line. And that's the final nail in the coffin as Maryvale will keep their undefeated season alive.
And that was an excellent run. But who made the tackle coming all the way from the line of scrimmage? And he's had, for Falconer, give him a shout out. He's had a great game. And that's number 62, Garrett Williams. What a play. Big lineman coming down and making that play.
As the clock will continue to tick down to 0 for Maryvale. This year's the expectation to win Since their COVID year, they were in the mindset of hoping to win, but the culture has changed. It started to shift last season. They started off 0-2 last year, but went on to finish their 2021 regular season 5-1 and into the playoffs. They did fall to West Seneca East in the first round, but progress was shown as it has been integrated into this year's varsity football team. Coach Nick Todaro said the players practice and play well and now have the mentality on expecting to win. And that is what you saw there in their final play by their senior Dalton Harper to put the final nail in the coffin. Maryvale defeats Falconer Cassadaga Maple Grove 13-7 on their home field and improve to now an undefeated 5-0 record. I want to thank everyone for tuning into this broadcast live here on Western New York Athletics. For our camera crew, Tanner Saunders, our producer Heidi Gunther, and our color commentator Jim Gregg. My name is Jacob Fyack. So long on this broadcast, but definitely continue to other high school football action around Western New York, as Western New York Athletics has a couple other broadcasts in action between Niagara Falls and Jamestown, and the big one between Canisius and Lancaster. But for this broadcast, we're signing off. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Life can be full of surprises, but not always the good kind. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care, and we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.